Well, we gotta blow the combine off, take the topper off, and get it put away before we get the snowstorm. And it's been sitting here and it's kind of cold, so I thought we'd do a cold start on it. So, anyway, let's see if it'll start here. There, she smoked a little bit. I'm gonna warm up a little bit here and see how she's running here. She's running great. The reason why we had to quit so soon is we have this issue here. The slip clutch nut fell off and wrecked the shaft. So we're done for the year. So we'll let it warm up a minute here. And then I gotta dump the elevator chains here and blow it off. Get it put away for the winter. So I don't think we'll be combining anytime soon now. Don't have much soybeans left, but anyway, it is what it is. Well, sorry guys for lack of videos, but I've been busy. We're trying to get the combining done, and we blew our header up, couldn't get parts for it, so we went and got another header, and then we blew the combine up, so we're done. Can't get parts. So now it's like 70 degrees today, and I want to work on this truck. I drove it out here. You know, remember I showed you a video with issues. Well, this caliper hung up on me, and when I got out to the farm, it was on fire almost, and I threw water on it, so I'm gonna have to get new caliper, pads, and rotor again. It must have been a defected caliper. I've never had so many problems with parts nowadays. They're just poor manufactured parts. So today, well, it's a nice day. I'm gonna fix that and hopefully be able to drive my truck after I spent $1,300 on the rear differential. It has nothing to do with that. It's them brakes, I guess, apparently, and the other side should have been replaced, but I don't have money to be dipping in this thing right and left here. And the manager isn't there. I was gonna ask him if he can give me a warranty break on it. So anyway, I'll see if I can do some videoing. Maybe Dad's gonna help me, and I want to show you the header we got. We're having problems with the Dodge. It won't run very good. It's getting worse. I didn't know I was zoomed out, but we bought a 635F 2012 air-fed Hydroflex header. It's used, but there is some things missing here and there. You know, it's been used, but this wind system on here is pretty nice. We only got to use it for a little bit, and I'll show you what happened now. We don't have a whole hell of a lot of beans to do, but it would have been nice to get it. Well, the slip clutch giving us problems all the time, and look at that shaft. Yep, we're done. That's a big job. You have to take the whole, I'm sure you have to take the whole feeder house off for that. And the air system hooks on this side. That chain was good. What happened is it kept grinding in forward motion and in reverse, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. By the time we noticed that, this nut was laying inside this cover, and the slip clutch was sitting there, not even tight. So this keyway broke, and that shaft is done. So, and this part is missing up here, so it probably doesn't feed well because of that. And we thought we'd get another header and feed right, but then you have to take this whole thing off here, and it's a job, so we're gonna have to probably run it in. And with RDO on strike, we're probably not going to be able to get it done this year. And Wednesday it's talking snow, so we don't have much soybeans to do, but it would be nice to got done. So we're done for the year. Other than that, the combo did pretty good, except for that little bit there. But there's not much we can do about that. That's going to be probably $3,000 to $4,000 job, along with that good header there. So, oh well, I guess. Other than that, the whole machine worked really great. No issues whatsoever. You put them new knives stationary knives and chopper spreader in there, and that worked flawlessly. Some bearings in there. She ran really good. Other than them two little, the slip clutch is the weakest part of the combine that we've ever seen, and since never had any problems with the case with that. Only thing is, the case combine we had problems with the gearbox breaking on it. That's what the slip clutch is for, to help protect that. But apparently, that slip clutch didn't protect us. So that's what's going on, and why I had no videos, because that's what I've been doing, dealing with this crap. Well, you can see how hot it got. See that coloration there? Yep. And then brand new calipers, pads, and everything. And I think I forgot to grease that. I think that was my fault. So, I'm going to see how the pads are doing there. And I got a new rotor for it. Caliper and pads. Might as well do the whole thing, because that thing got so hot, I'm sure it wrecked it. So, probably have to go through all of them and redo it again. Oh, nice. Great. But, yeah, since it's a nice day today, you can see how hot that sucker got. And go from there. There, the brake shoes for the parking brake was the problem there. And see, they're all melted there. I'm going to take them off. You don't need that crap in there. I removed the brake shoes off, but I'm going to leave them off there. Hopefully it'll be fine. I don't like them parking brake shoes. They gave me nothing but problems. Put the new rotor on, and we'll take the other side off. And I don't have a new rotor for that, but take that son of a bitch off on the other side and leave it off. Causing them nothing but trouble. Yeah, I decided to take the right rear one off, and it's been hanging up in there too. I should have got a new rotor, but I didn't. So the axle's supposed to have play in there, he says. I read on there, I guess that's normal for it to have play, and it don't really bad, but I'm gonna take them off. I don't know, them parking brakes are more of a pain than they do good. You know, stripping brake fluid, that's good for an environment. You don't need to zip tie holes, it'll be fine. Well, I'm underneath here, I might as well cut the muffler off and straight pipe it, make it illegal. But let's do this. We're gonna delete this. I greased the caliper brake pads because I didn't do that before. I think that was the problem. You live, you learn. Alright, so let's get these pads off and get it all back together and see what else blows up on her. It's a Ford. Should be walking home eventually. Well, I got her back finally after fighting and fighting to get these brakes to actually work. The problem is, and I did a video, but I don't remember if I explained what happened. So the caliper on the left rear of the driver's side locked up. It was a bad, faulty caliper. Once I took the rotor off, I looked inside of there, and them brake shoes, parking brake shoes that the guy replaced, fell apart and was sticking again. So I took them off, cut the cables, put the new rotor on this side again because it was warped after it got hot, changed the caliper, and got the same pads because he gave me the wrong pads, but they don't squeal anymore. Everything's perfect. And all 4 disc brakes have been bled, and they don't get hot anymore, and no more shuddering. So it still ticks like a mofo, but I think the fuel pump may be going bad, but I'm just going to run it until it dies. Was going to get a Chevy, but I don't feel like buying more crap and having more trouble. So anyway, deserves a celebration. And yeah, sorry for the lack of videos, but I've been fighting with this thing and fighting with our combine and everything else. And now it's going to snow in the next few days. Great.